y'all, it's Ali from Little Hill Homestead. I'm having one of those days where the thoughts that are in my head are not coming out of my mouth right as I stumble on it. So just if I sound like I have no idea what I'm doing or talking about, it's just one of those days. Everybody has them, right? Okay. So today's video, I'm taking this off because I don't want it to get hot. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a lavender simple syrup. The same principle can be applied to make a vanilla simple syrup as well. So if you're a person who goes to like Starbucks or a fancy coffee shop and you get those pumps of stuff in your drinks, this is essentially what we are going to be making. I'm going to be showing you guys as well how to make a London fog, which is a Earl Grey tea latte. We're going to use a lavender in that. My sister uses it in matcha. You can also use it in lemonade. Think of anything that you use simple syrup in, or just a little splash of sugar, like any drinks or recipes. And there you go. That's what we're going to be making. But it'll be lavendery. So I have just a small pot. I'm going to be putting 1 cup of water into the pot. To that, I have 1 cup of, this is cane sugar. You can use white sugar. You can use coconut sugar, anything that makes a simple syrup. Boom. Let me give that a little stir. So simple syrup is just going to be equal amounts of water and sugar. That is simple syrup. I use it in canning all the time. We used to go to a restaurant not too far from us that when you ordered sweet tea, they would bring you a side of simple syrup so you could make your tea even sweeter than they thought. I live in the South, you guys. People like their sweet tea. So simple syrup is one of those things that anything like coffee shops, that's how they're going to sweeten your drinks most of the time, is a simple syrup. So if you wanted to make a vanilla version of this, you would take either some vanilla bean paste or 1 vanilla bean like we use in our extracts all the time, slit it down the side so that those beans can start to come out, and you would pop it in here at this point. And then you would do the same process that we're going to be doing for the lavender, but you get vanilla. I'm going to be doing 1/4 cup of dried lavender. We got this on Amazon. It's a food grade lavender. It's just the little petals that you get, like the tops of lavender. If you have a lavender plant, you can use that as well, as long as there's no pesticides or anything on it. Dry it really well, and you can use that. So lavender just has this nice florally, go figure, flavor that it adds to things. Think of like when you use it in body products and stuff like that. It's got this just like nice, chill, relaxing thing. And so for an Earl Grey tea, which is caffeinated, by the way, so if you want to do a non-caffeine version, you can. But I'm going to be showing you guys how we do a latte. They sell a London fog at Starbucks. It's like $7, you guys. I'm going to show you how to do it at home. I drink one every single morning, actually, so I'm the master of all there. Anyways, we are going to wait for this to come to a boil. It's just about there. If you want to do a lavender vanilla, you would just add a vanilla bean to this as well. So you could do like kind of just different versions of this. I don't know how you would do hazelnut or caramel. Or caramel, you would just add brown sugar, make a simple syrup. But instead of white sugar, you use brown sugar. That's how you get a caramel flavor. But I know you guys are going to ask me about like other flavors. I'm not sure because I don't use a bunch of them. Ask me, I might be able to tell you, but I don't use a lot of them. So if you want to make this sugar-free, you can do it with like a Splenda or something, stevia or whatever, but you'd have to reduce your sugar amount because those are much, much sweeter than traditional sugars. Okay, that's just starting to come to a boil. Once it starts to come to a boil, you guys, I tried to angle the camera so perfectly so that you could see into here, and you can't see at all. Not even a little, really. Anyways, go me, right? It's just coming to a boil. So I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to turn my temperature down a little bit because I don't want it to boil over or get like extreme hot. I just want it to be like a nice rolling boil. And then I'm going to set my timer in my kitchen for 10 minutes. And you're just going to go and stir it every so often to make sure that all of your lavender that's stuck to the side goes down into your mix. And let this just simmer like medium low for 10 minutes. That's just going to infuse all those flavors and get all the sugar melted in there. So we'll be back in 10 minutes to show you the next step. Plus the smell, y'all, it's delicious. Yeah, it's good. See you in 10 minutes. Okay guys, it's been 10 minutes that this has been just kind of simmering. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and remove it from the heat, and I'm just gonna set it on this back burner. You're gonna let it sit and infuse for 20 minutes. Just kind of just chilling wherever. I'm just gonna set it right there. 20 minutes. 20 minutes and we'll have the perfect little latte for you guys. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Do people say that? That's like yes, so aging yourself. I love it when you guys leave comments and you say, I'm aging myself. And I'm like, no, I remember. I just aged myself too. Be back. Hey, y'all, we are back. It's been 20 minutes. And ironically, it's almost 90 here today, even though it's mid-September. It's almost late September at this point, actually. And all of a sudden, the temperature just went crazy, and I'm going to make tea for you guys, even though I've been running outside sweating like a crazy woman. Perfect sense, right? Anyways, this has been steeping for 20 minutes. While I'm going to show you the London fog side of this. So if you're going to be making a London fog, all I did was I have a teacup. I filled it halfway with hot water from our kettle, and I dropped a tea bag in there so it can start steeping. I get this one from, go figure, Azure Standard, boom. The other one that I like is the Twining. I get a variety pack on Amazon, and it's got Irish blend and English and Lady Grey, and that's a good one too. But for a London fog, you need Earl Grey. So this is the one that I use and love. So I just have my tea steeping. It needs to go about 3 minutes. So there you go. Then I also got 2/3 of a cup of, I do oat milk. You can do almond milk, oat milk. You want to do whipping cream, milk, whatever you want to do. And I heated it up for about 30 seconds in the microwave. You could do it stovetop. It's fine. So I have a measuring cup here. I'm just using that to strain this into for ease. Let me get a paper towel. Ready? So we don't make a giant mess. So you're going to strain this. I'm just doing it through a sieve, a metal strainer dealio. And you're just going to carefully pour it into your measuring cup. You can, by the way, double and triple this recipe. You can also add a touch more water and sugar for the same amount of lavender and get away with it. I should say, let's see, you're going to squish this down just a little bit to get all of it out of there. So every lavender is going to infuse your simple syrup just a slightly different color. Sometimes you'll get this beautiful light purple. Sometimes you're going to get a dark purple. Ours went more like an amber, which is kind of interesting, but that's what it did. And we did not do vanilla. This is just straight lavender. So I feel comfy. With that, y'all. So here is our, it's very dark, isn't it? It smells like lavender though. I'm going to taste test it just to make sure that almost forgot. Lemon juice. You guys, if you're going to store this long-term in your refrigerator, you can get about a month out of it if it takes you that long to drink it. You're going to add just maybe 1 to 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. I use the bottled or jarred stuff, not fresh, because the acidity isn't always consistent with this one. Lemons, it can be different. So I'm just stirring that in. That's going to act as our little preservative. Yes, you're going to taste a little bit of zinginess. If you're going to use it right away, you don't have to do this, but... All right, let's give it a taste, right? So it's just basically sugar water, you guys. It's potent. It is, it's like you smelled an essential oil or a good lavender, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a fresh lavender plant while sucking on something sweet. It's delicious. So I like to use, I don't know, a splash of this to make our London fog. It really depends on how sweet you like it. So I do just kind of a little splash. I'm putting this, by the way, into our oat milk that we've already heated up. Like that much. I don't like too much because I don't like my London fogs really sweet, which is surprising because I like sweet. I should say we have a Haddon or Hayden kettle. I love it because it matches our vintage stove pearl. I love that. We've had it for a while. And then to whisk up our milk, I'm using a milk frother. We have the Zule one. We had it in another color. It finally died after a couple years. So we just got a new one. And of course I wanted to match my kettle because I'm crazy, right? So I'm just going to froth up. This is our oat milk and lavender mixture. Just make sure it's good and incorporated. Oh, if you were going to use this in lemonade or anything else, it's done. Go stick it in the fridge, keep it refrigerated if you want to make your London fog. So, can you see how full my cup is? It's about halfway full of water. Well, not water, it's steeped Earl Grey tea. So a London fog is I have them every morning. To me, it's lovely because it's creamy and it has that bergamot and citrusy. So Earl Grey is basically black tea with bergamot and citrusy flavors. I don't get the citrusy like in your face too much, but the bergamot is this like lovely, nice back note. To that, I'm going to add my 2/3 of a cup of whatever milk products you want to use that we have whisked in with a little bit of our lavender. Boop. Just like that. I leave my tea bag in. I know that's not exactly couth, but it's what I do. So let's give it a whirl. You ready? Oh, by the way, look at the beautiful froth that gets on that top. Oh, yeah. Yep, this is my everyday, guys. I could do a splash more. I'm going to do a splash more because I can. I don't like it overly sweet, but I really want to taste that lavender. So I'm going to give it one more little whirl with my little frother. Call it a day. It's 90 degrees and I'm drinking tea. But I love caffeine, so hey. Yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely, you guys. You can taste the lavender in it. It has this sweet kind of, I was going to say romantic. It's like a romantic cup of tea, if that makes any kind of sense. I don't know why I would describe it as that. It's like a lovely, mellow, relaxing cup of tea with a little bit of caffeine in it. So Earl Grey is about a half a cup of coffee. So don't drink it too late at night. You can do it with decaf too if you'd rather. I'm loving the lavender in there, you guys. It's delicious. It's slightly sweet. Hint of lavender. I feel like I'm in an English garden having like tea sandwiches or something with this. Oh, and by the way, don't you love my cup? This basically describes my life on a cup. I love daisies of any kind, and I love bumblebees. Our last name starts with a B, and so I love bees for that reason. For many, many years, I sold on Etsy, and I made nursery decor, hand-painted nursery decor. And I think we had that company for about 8 years. And then I just decided I wanted to be around more people. So I got a different job out of the house where I could actually put on clothes and not wear sweatpants all day. But, this is making me hot. But our logo on every single time I've had a business, it always has a bee incorporated in somewhere, except for Little Hill Homestead. Maybe I should incorporate a little bee in there somewhere because... Anyways, this is my cup that I love because it's daisies and bees. It's everything in my life. But anyways, my Earl Grey is delicious, you guys. It's not Earl Grey. I mean, it is Earl Grey tea. It is a London fog. If you haven't tried a London fog, you definitely should. And I think that the one from Starbucks, we make it better. There you go. Yeah. So there you go. I'm going to go finish my London fog. If you're just in it for the lavender extract, pour this into any kind of mason jar or container that you want and store it in your fridge for up to 4 weeks. If it lasts that long. It doesn't last me that long. But there you guys go. Isn't it beautiful? Whoop. And like I was saying, different lavender flowers are going to put off different colored extract. So if you're using fresh ones from like your garden, you may get a much, much lighter and maybe really not really a color at all. So ours went pretty dark. Interesting. I wonder if that has to do with the cane sugar we use because it also has a tint to it. Who knows? Either way. That is it for today. Go enjoy yourself a cup of tea. If you're not a tea person, you should be because if you put stuff like this in it, it's totally worth it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will link below the lavender that we used. That's pretty much it. I'll link that below for you in case you need it. Don't go pick it up like your local craft store because they spray stuff on it. Make sure you get a food grade lavender. That's it. Whew. Go enjoy your day. I appreciate you guys. Bye.